Hello my dear Libras, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between September 15 to September 31st, 2016. So we have the full moon, the harvest moon, September 16. And we have, and this is with a penumbral lunar eclipse visible in Eastern Europe, Eastern Africa, Western Asia and Western Australia. A slightly darkening of the moon by Earth shadow. So September 22 we have the equinox, nearly an equal amount of day and night throughout the world. Mercury will also reach its greatest western elongation September 28. So a lot of exciting things. We had the eclipse also the 1st of September, so a lot of things is happening during this month of September. And here you see I have a new deck. It's called Witch's Tarot, and it has the moon's phases on it. It's really lovely. It's by Ellen Dugan, and the artist's name is, I will check, it's Mark Evans. I will start your reading. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at queenofcupstarot@outlook.com. You will find my email in the description box below the video. So I call the divine with love and light. And I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether. To join us here today and to give us a clear view reading regarding Libra's love life. I want my dear Libra to have loving relationships and also creative success. And I would love you to find your highest path towards spiritual enlightenment and also your highest destiny. So for Libras, the second part of September 2016 for my dear Libra viewers. What is in store for you the second part of September 2016 regarding love, creativity, spirituality and your destiny? Okay, so thank you. So I will just tune in to you, Libras, the second part of September 2016 for a few seconds. So this is your past, the foundation, this is the now, and this is your future. So the first card for you, Libras, are Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords is a really divine symbol. It's like you have come to some kind of conclusion. You have seen the truth. And you have seen the truth by looking upon the subject of the matter from above. Like this, I think it's kind of a falcon. In Sweden, I think I would say that was a fiskljuse, but I don't know in English. So, okay, you have this I am sense, you see. It's like you have been enlightened in your mind. It's like you can see things really clear and you can speak the truth really clear. It's the truth of you that's coming out now, and you have seen it. And you have seen it because you have visited the mountains, and maybe you have been alone also for a while. Now you're able to see the truth of the matter, and you feel also the truth within you. You are able to speak the truth, and it could be frightening when you feel the truth coming forth. Sometimes it can be like you think that you have the devil on your shoulder, like just throwing out things there, like just saying things like mad things. But really it's not a devil on your shoulder, it's your soul. And the truth is not to be hidden away. If you feel something, you need to say it. It's like avoiding conflict and therefore not telling the truth. This is like taking responsibility for what you really know is truth, and like telling things like they really are, and the truth may set you free. So great card. The next card for you is Justice. So this is a card for the Libra, and you want things to be equal. So maybe you need to tell people that you want things to be equal. If they are like demanding things from you and you don't know, and you feel like this is unjust, you need to tell them. Tell them your truth. It's like speaking the truth all the time. And this is karma, so it's like you're needing to stand up for yourself and say what you really think and what you really feel. So for some of you, this could be like self-realization and maybe a divorce. But this doesn't have to be the case. You shouldn't fear the justice. The justice is like when you have given up something, you have given up an action, you have given out words, they will come back to you. And that's maybe what you are fearing. That's why you don't want to speak the truth, because you fear the things that will come back to you. That can be another thing. So, but there's no meaning to hide out. And this is you, Libra. You need to have balance in your life. So you need to speak the truth, even if your voice shakes. So this is fear maybe of speaking the truth, because fear of remission, fear of what's going to happen when you speak the truth, fear of redemption or revenge. So maybe you can tell people, but you don't have to like, you can be diplomatic, you can still be a Libra, but you can tell things like really soft and like, I would love to do this for you, but what I would feel then is like this and this. Can we talk about this? So you can put it in like more diplomatic words, but you can still tell the truth. You don't have to do it with an agitated voice. You don't have to do it to start a war. You can do it to start communication, to get communication between people instead. Like they will really get to know you. And that can be frightening for some people, some Libras. You're a bit like scared, holding things back, not telling the truth to people because you don't want them to think that you don't love them, or you don't want them to know the truth about what you are doing, because you're a bit secretive. And this is like coming to an end with these cards. It's no time anymore to be secretive. You're able to protect yourself, so you don't need to keep things secret. Maybe you need to check your moral a little bit, so you can be able to stand for it, and like see who you are in the bright daylight. So maybe you need to check your moral values and your moral foundation, because if you don't want to speak the truth and you are fearing remediation, like revenge, maybe you need to check your values so they are in tune with your friends' values and the one that you love, their values. Maybe you need to educate yourself, like stand up for what you believe in, and you can't just speak of love and truth and peace and not live it. So it's like living what you teach as well. Okay, a lot of swords, a lot of truth, a lot of communication, but stale. It's a bit stale. It's like you're afraid. It's like, yes. And here's the Empress. So this is the divine feminine, and she is like fertile, even if it's like look like almost it's not winter here, but it's not like bright summer either. And she's still like this fertile, and you see the wind has taken her cape here, and she's luscious green, and she's pregnant, and she has this halo, and she has the spear, and she has the heart formed shield, thank you, and a rabbit. So rabbit are really vulnerable, and a heart formed shield, it's like she protects herself, but she does this with love. So she is not expecting war. So if you are turning to someone that you love, I think that person doesn't want to go to war with you, and they wouldn't judge you like you fear here. They would take you in with open arms if you just show that you are vulnerable for love as well, and you are not like protecting yourself. and you come with your sword, and they maybe think that you will hurt them. So maybe you need to take down your defense a little bit, because this person isn't really defending themselves. They are just like in unconditional love kind of thing. They want to make their life fertile and abundant, and they want to show love and spread love. And you are Libra here. You got those Libra cards, and you're a bit protective. Maybe think that this one is the most fearsome thing in the whole world. Okay, but it's also love. So whatever you will do, I think you will be forgiven. Okay, so you don't have to fear remediation or revenge. This is what I see. You will be forgiven. You will get understanding if you start telling the truth of what you really feel to the person that you really trust. You will get their support. You see, here's Ace of Wands, so this is like a new beginning. It's like you have gone through some kind of transformation with a butterfly here, and it's like it's dawn, so it's a new day. It's something is maturing. It's like you are growing. It's like you are beginning to be an adult. Maybe she requires of you to be an adult, and with she, this could be a male as well that wants you to like take the next step within the love with you. And as you come in with a sword, I think you are a bit afraid of this, and you think you need to defend yourself, but you really don't. You can build something maybe together with other people. You have like a town down there, so it looks like a bright new tomorrow. There could be a new beginning. Something new can be started with those aces, but it's really male aces. This is not the feminine aces. So I think both sides of this are not wanting to yield. So it needs to be a great compromise instead. There needs to be both sides of this needs to be seen, because in other cases it looked like a clash of titans here between the Justice and the Empress. And I think the Empress wants justice as well, so you don't have to fear her energy so much. I think she wants to have a bright new day together with you, just that you grow together and not be so stale maybe. So the next card for you, it's the Five of Wands, and I guess this is what you are fearing the most, Libras, because you want to have peace and quiet. But you know, you see those wands, they are not fighting with spears and like things that would hurt one another. They are fighting with their willpower. So sometimes you need to like clear the air with your willpower and tell people what you really feel. If you should come somewhere, you can't like always be really diplomatic and icy and cold. Sometimes you need to get a little, stir the pot a little bit, and maybe really tell people what you really feel. And that could be like a storm, and then the next day the earth will feel really fresh, you know, like when it has rained, everything smells that good. And it looks like it needs to be sorted out a few things. It's like you have your different kind of aim, you see things really differently, and you need to look at this from every angle. It's like you need to walk a little bit in each other's shoes here. This could be like in a partner relationship, a friendship, a workplace, family, whatever, but it looks like you need to clear the air and need to like talk a lot, and maybe be a little angry, but it looks like it's not really hostile. You see, it's almost like Darth Vader here, but it's not really hostile, and that looks like Luke Skywalker maybe, and there's Leia, so interesting. But it's a dragon fight, so it's like your willpower is used here, so you need to sort out what you want for the future. You want this, and the other one wants an Ace of Wands, like some maturity. And you want like logic and clear vision and diplomacy, no arguments. It could be like a bit sterile, this. It's like nothing's really growing here. It's really just cold and logic, and this is a more promising future, I think. So maybe you could work this together and be both logical and have been able to talk about the future a little bit and make some plans, because you don't seem to have like the same goal. So you need to find out your different goals so you can start to work together, because in every relationship it's like you need to rub up against each other, and you will change with time. You will get more close together with time, but in the beginning it could be like, and if you don't take the fights, this will be forever. If you don't like rub off on each other and really tell each other what you feel, this may never be solved. So you need conflicts to solve things. You need to have see more than just what's in front of you. So what you will work on during this last part of September is your shadowy side, the thing that you don't want to have. You want to have a clean life without any shadow. So maybe you have failed to look upon your shadows, the things that haunt you in the dark, your nightmares, your fears, what you're trying to avoid, what's outside your comfort zone. So you need to look upon this, and this is a time of healing, because when you look upon this, you will have it's a lot of energy that you have stored down there. This is like a storage, and here you have a lot of people that wasn't allowed in your life because they didn't behave accordingly to the Libra codex. Like they weren't diplomatic enough. They maybe were too stubborn. They maybe made conflicts. They had too much desire, so they weren't allowed really in your life. And now you have to look at them one at a time, because you are allowed to be stubborn. You are allowed to have your opinion. You are allowed to have your desires. You are supposed to follow them. There's your soul speaking here. And so this is healing, I think. You are going to be faced with your shadowy side, and you will need to look at this and start to address all the things that you have hidden here. And after this, you will be a much more stronger person, much more complete. And I think this is what we all need to do right now. It's like we are picking up our lost soul parts, the things the bits and part of us that we or others didn't really accept and that we left behind. And they can sometimes be really undeveloped. So when you pick them up, you may need to be like their parent for a while. And this is sides of you. Like you can get overly angry. So when you feel the rage coming, you will welcome it and say, hello, rage, welcome. But you will be like diplomatic. You will say, okay, I feel a lot of rage right now. So maybe I will take 5 minutes and just walk the dog and we can talk. So be diplomatic about it, because they are not really adult. If you left them when you were 6 years old, they are 6 years old. So they haven't developed since then, because you put them in the closet or the basement or the dungeons, but whatever. So they can be a little like unbrushed. So you need to be, but you still need to make their voice heard. So if you're angry, you tell people, I'm angry now. So I feel like this, and this is what I'm going to do about this. Or I want to talk. I feel like this is tormenting me. I have an issue. I have a question. I have a demand. You need to be the voice for them. You need to be like the diplomatic voice for them. You need to welcome them back in your life. It's like picking up soul parts. It's really shamanistic in some way. You can use shamanistic rituals to make this happen. But usually it's about staying with your fears, really, and with your pain and with your desires, and just stay with them. And so they will, just by your attention, you will welcome them back in your life. But when they have come back, if they are going to stay, you need to be their diplomat and need to still give them attention, because they are not going to stay with you if you are not loving them and like accepting those parts of you. Then they are going to leave you again. So when this is going to be a work where you need to be more open to your environment and tell what's going on within you, so they will know. and maybe you don't know. So this is a process also for you to like go through some self-realization and see more about your desires, fears, and what's outside your comfort zone. So interesting. Oh, here we have the Chariot. So this is like, yes, this is wonderful, because this is you having like both your dark side and your really light side in the same chariot. So this is usually depicted as Cancer and Sagittarius together. So homey kind of thing, maybe more like this one, together with all things that you have denied. Both those things together in this chariot will make a wonderful life journey, because you have both your strengths now, both the unconditional love kind of thing and your strength that you might be able to defend yourself or tell people what you really feel and things like this, or not always be like nice and well behaved. So this looks really good. You can be a whole person. You can really make your life whole right now and be able to move forward. And it looks like you're free. You're above the clouds. So you're reaching the sky. This is like coming out from illusions and aiming through the stars, through that starry night sky, and be able to really see your goals, your true desires, where your soul wants to take you. So this looks lovely, Libra. I really vote for you. This is really balanced, and Libra is as well, so it looks good. Maybe you will have it like you want it, like really organized and well behaved. So 3 of Pentacles. So you need to work together with the divine feminine, your lovely side, the one that wants to have love and wants to participate in the world and go outside their comfort zone and invite others to their house. And you look really tired because I think this is tearing you a new one, because you're not really used to this. So, but it's like working on yourself, doing some self-work, and participating with other, because it's number 3, and 3 is not just a couple. It's like one more thing. It's like you're working on something together with someone or several someones. And it's hard work, of course. You need to put a little effort into this. Whether it's a relationship, it's a job or whatever, you need to use your full power. You need to recognize your full power, use it, and then work towards your goals. And of course, this is heavy, but it's like you need a plan for the future. You need a plan for how you want to live your life and how you want to participate with others. This is like an eagerness to be available for others and to participate. This is not the time to walk alone. This is a time to start the necessary discussion with the persons that you have missed in your life and the persons that you want to be a part of your life. They should be included in this. They will help you to rise to new levels. So together you will do a great work. And the next card is Queen of Pentacles. So this could be a earth sign person, but it's more like an action. This is a person that you can feel like welcome with. You can feel like a home with those persons. They are maybe cooking you food and giving you a lot of knowledge. They can talk, tell you stories. They know a lot of stories. And they could give you flowers, presents. They might have a dog. Okay, so, and you see it's like a heart-shaped throne here and all the roses. So I think this is a person which you can share love together with. This might be you, like reaching to this position where you want to participate with other people and have friendship. And it looks like you are leaving your shadows behind and you are taking your car or your bicycle or whatever and going to someone that's really dear to you and making the necessary discussions. Of course, this could be another way around. If you are a Libra, really loving and wants to do this work, you are not. It's not a problem for you. Maybe you're waiting for another person, possibly a Sagittarius, a Cancer, or it could be an air sign. It can also be with the devil, it could be some of the horned signs, Capricorn or Aries, and so you are maybe they are coming to you, making the necessary discussion, and you can. Anyway, it's like a woman inviting you in, or you inviting someone in. A feminine force like this Empress. It's a little bit of the same quality with those two. Ready for love, like a flower, just waiting for the bumblebee or the wasp or whatever bee. So the last card I have underneath the Five of Wands is a Knight of Pentacles. So this is a person willing to do the work, and it's just a knight, so they are a little bit more undeveloped maybe than the Queen. They may be a little bit younger and a little bit new to this, and they can have their pride. This is more like loyalty, and this is more like pride. So they can be a pride person, but they still want to do the necessary work, and they want to show you that they are loyal, and that they are willing to take like these necessary discussions together with you, and they want to work. They want to see the future. It's like they are looking towards the future for you and them. So this could be in a workplace. Someone that's formerly were your like enemy can suddenly turn and be like your most loyal friend. And if it's long lost love you're waiting for, they may be coming here in the last part of September and trying to make a work together with you. And this is the future. So this is the High Priestess, and this is the divine feminine in its most powerful form. It's like really self-sufficient. They have brought both those sides to them, like the black and white pillar. So this is a woman in no need for a man in some sense. They have really this great sense of intuition, and so it may be that you still have a little bit of secretive side towards you, because this is the black side of the moon, and it's like you still doesn't want to let people inside your garden here. It's very much like this card as well. So it's like you can still be very judgmental and maybe afraid to let someone in here. So maybe you're going to put them through another test. And yes, this was all I felt. It's like you're still holding back a little bit. Maybe you know your shadows now, but you are maybe not ready to share with everyone what you really feel. But the High Priestess is a good card, but she can be a little terrifying because she doesn't need other humans. She just needs herself and the divine contact. So here's Four of Cups. So this is like, again, with the same thing. This mermaid is trying to lure you to maybe participate in life a little bit more, but you are stubborn and you don't want to. So it's like you are being offered a gift of more life force, but you are still afraid. You don't want to go outside your comfort zone. You want to protect yourself, and the arms crossed above the chest here. So it's like very, very bipolar spread, okay? Really cold and detached in some sense, and then really warm and willing to start a new future and participate. So that this may be two different people. One not ready at all, and the other one so ready. And there's like this really great void between those persons. But the Knight of Pentacles gives some hope, and the Five of Wands as well, that you may have a chance to have the necessary discussion as well. But it's like this one is not taking the step. They are still so lost in that they need security for themselves. They don't want other humans. They want to be for themselves, and they only trust themselves. This is what I feel. So here we have Seven of Swords. This is someone being slightly manipulative. They have figured it all out, and they know how to avoid conflict. They're like not telling the truth, and they can be like this. If the Empress here want to have the necessary discussion and say, okay, are you ready to participate with me in love? And they say, I really missed you. Okay, but are you ready to participate with me in love? And they just smile. And they said, you know, I really missed you. And you ask again, if you are ready. If you're not ready, it's no point to this. And they say, but you know, I love you. Still no answer. So this is like a person being a bit manipulative. And they have this like kind of a winning face, like snarky face, like they know something and they are hiding it from you. So this person doesn't want to change. They keep their safe aim here, being really logical, seeing things from above, but not participating with other humans. It's like someone that really doesn't want to be on Earth or want to participate in life here. But here we have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So it's like, this is a good card. It's like communication back and forth, trying to solve things. Not in the Five of Wands kind of way. It's more like, okay, I'm sorry, forgive me for being such a snarky person that doesn't really talk. So maybe this is the liberation with the Ace of Swords. Finally, maybe this cold person going back to their old patterns of not talking, but suddenly it's like something, it's like this spring, you know, when it just loosens, things just loosens, blockage are taken away. So maybe they are trying to be snarky again and trying to like get the upper hand of you, being a little narcissistic, little playing games, being manipulative, trying to avoid conflicts by doing the same old things they have always done. And suddenly it's like they are speaking the truth. That would be really nice, yes. Suddenly they are participating. Suddenly they are telling, okay, yes, I want a future with you. I want to be in love with you. I can take the necessary discussions. I can be loyal. I can stay with you. I can have a future with you. Yes, we can get engaged. Maybe marrying, moving in. So it looks wonderful. Oh, it was a nightmare, this spread. Who is holding on so tightly and why? So, but it's cause if I have seen this with you, Libras. It's like you're angels, and some of you may have Libra sun sign, but not really recognize themselves in this. But it's like you have been angels, like watching over Earth for 10,000 years or more, and now you have found yourself in a human body, and you don't really know what to do with this. So you're trying to watch things from afar and not participating, and you're scared to death with your little ticking angel hearts. Okay, I will take Wisdom of the Hidden Realms for you. So we have the Sun Dancers. This is like dancing on the ruins. And this is like the angels. And they are also on those ruins, but it looks like more whole on this picture. So the Sun Dancers is joyful activities, celebration of life, abundance. So maybe participating in life, even if it sometimes turns to ruins, could be a good idea. And you have the help from the Winged Wise Ones. They are there, angelic help, miraculous aid. So it looks like something miraculous is going to happen in the last part of September for my dear Libras. So some past life oracle cards for you. See what's all this, the background to all this. What's the big fears? Male, female, jumped. Oh. And wisdom. Yes, okay. Wisdom card, male, female. Wisdom is, like I said, you are really wise, you know. You have this Ace of Swords here, so you're really wise, but that also make you a little bit scared. And this, the male, female, is a Chariot, like participating in life. And here you have maybe the background to it all. It's Mother. It's the only like really true feminine card in this. So this is the Divine Feminine, and this is Atlantis. So there's a story about that, like the feminine lost their footing when their men left during the last part, the last times of Atlantis. The men had to leave to make some important thing with the Earth's grid. And so they left, and the feminine was left to guard Atlantis. But they missed the masculine so much that they lost the footing, and Atlantis fell into the waves. And this is something that the masculine have hard time to forget, and to forgive the feminine, that they weren't able to be self-sufficient when they left. So this could be like the old karma that many of you wear, and that's why you are requiring for the feminine, the divine feminine, to be really self-sufficient if you are going to be able to start the relationship anew, because they are scared about what you did there once. Okay, so nice, Libra. It looks wonderful. Take really good care, and I hope to see you again in the ending of September. Okay, bye bye.